is going to be a long one. Strap yourselves in. What's up, guys? The complaint-a-thon ended up being a month later than I had intended, but my apologies for that. There was something went wrong with Elena's computer, and if you couldn't tell, it's fixed. And now I am here to do part 1 of CD collection. What you're listening to in the background is Decade of Dysfunction. It's Audacity, Critical Beatdown, and Insult to Injury. Old hardcore Chicago bands. Haven't heard of any of them. Specifically Insult to Injury. Check them the fuck out. Insult to Injury is a hell of a lot of fun, especially live. Good lord. And this is you actually get their whole discography on Bandcamp for like less than $15. It's worth it, I promise you. This is actually a bootleg that my uncle made me. It's not anywhere on there, but it's a bootleg that my uncle made, featuring a lot of their old unreleased shit. I have copy 1 out of 10. So if you were at that show, the house show in Chicago where Insult to Injury played, you may have got one. Highly doubt it, though. CD collection, let's get to it. Also, don't know if you guys noticed, but background's changed. And yes, that is a Guy Fawkes mask over there. Don't fucking judge me. I like V for Vendetta. It's not anything to do with Anonymous or Cringe Lords or anything on the internet. But I don't know if you guys can tell, but background has changed. Don't have any flags up. That's because I'm in my new apartment with Elena, and I'm currently coming to you from our guest room. Not everything's entirely set up yet. I'm probably going to have a couple posters in this room. Probably a couple in that room too. But that's besides the point. Get into it. First up, got Accept with The Rise of Chaos. Really fucking great album. Like, fantastic. And I expect nothing less from Accept nowadays, especially with Stalingrad, Blood of the Nations, Blind Rage. A great follow-up to Blind Rage, because holy hell, this is just really, really good. Classic. It's doing Accept as Accept does, and it's great the whole time. Rise of Chaos, Kool-Aid, Analog Man, What's Done Is Done, Carry the Weight, all super good shit. 46 minutes of your life you won't end up missing at all. It's worth a listen. Go listen to Accept, if for some reason you haven't already.
Don't taste the holy water. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. No matter what the preacher says.
Next up, we got Agalloch with Pale Folklore. Couldn't remember the name for a minute there. And following my my logic for the vinyl collection series, I have now listened to every single one of these albums that I'm going to show you, so I apologize if it takes a bit longer for these to come out, but there's going to be quite a bit more to show per video, so that way there's still something to talk about besides, just the CDs, which there's less to show off with the CDs. Agalloch, don't know, black folk, post-black, I don't know how else you want to describe them, but if you don't fucking know Agalloch, you're fucking up, to put it frankly. Yeah, good shit, and that's really all I should have to say about Agalloch. Incredibly, this is one of only 3 albums that I own from them on CD or any format, but She Painted Fire Across the Sky, Dead Winter Days, yeah, As Embers Dress the Sky, amazing stuff, like transcendent shit. Yeah, go listen to Agalloch, do yourself a favor, very much so worth it. I've also elected to turn on the light because I feel like the lighting here, even with natural light, is kind of garbage. Anyway, next up, The Mantle, Agalloch. Again, this is another one you all should know, be very familiar with, and if you're not, just fucking stop the video and go listen to it right now, because if you don't know, you need to know. This is just one of those albums. The happiest man is he who learns from nature the lesson of worship. R.W. Emerson. Celebration for the Death of Man, Noodle. I can't think of the names off here for the life of me right now, but either way, this is again one of those albums you really need to go fucking listen to. This is Sean's second favorite album of all time. Trust Sean's judgment implicitly when it comes to music. So yeah, fucking listen to it if you haven't. Agalloch the Mantle. Also, if you were wondering about Sir Sean, Count of Blagarith, I talked to him. He is going through a lot of shit right now. I'm not going to say what, that's his business. But he's going through some stuff. But eventually he will be back to YouTube. He's not dead, he's still alive, making music, just trying to keep himself feeling good. Next, Agalloch's The Serpent of the Sphere. Again, don't know it, you are fucking up. Again, don't know it, you are fucking up. This is an amazing album and a great send-off, although I wish it wasn't a send-off to one of the just best bands ever, honestly, in my opinion, and should be your opinion too if you want to be correct. The Birth and Death of the Pillars of Creation, the Astral Dialogue, Dark Matter Gods, Veils Beyond Dimension. This music is fucking perfect, and especially allowing in a really wooded area. Super great. I cannot recommend this album enough. If you haven't already listened to it, go do so. Everybody and their mother's showing it off, but die cut cover. There's the booklet. Then there's the inside. But yeah, go listen to it if you haven't. Agalloch, The Serpent in the Sphere. Next, A Hill to Die Upon with Omens. Really good shit, as usual. I feel like I've talked about this so much, but it's really just to me and anybody who will listen. I love A Hill to Die Upon. There's some of the best Black and Death, leaning more towards death, that I've ever heard, period, honestly. It's really, I don't want to call it avant-garde, but it definitely strays away from, I guess, what you would expect the usual formula to be for Black and Death, the usual kind of riffing structure. Drums are more or less the same. It's so good. You guys honestly owe yourselves a favor. Go listen to these guys. Support them however you can. Illinois black metal. I'm pretty sure this is their second album, if I'm not mistaken. It's just really, really fucking good, and you guys all owe yourselves the favor that I'm doing you by demanding you go listen to it. Stop what you're doing right now. Go listen to these guys. Show them some love, especially, this is going to date the video, but especially during all this corona bullshit. I don't know if they're subject to layoffs or anything, but give them some love. A Hill to Die Upon with Omens. Future Austin, past Austin, from like 10 seconds ago, is also retarded. I didn't recommend the songs off of this one. Darkness Can Be Felt, Adept in Divinity, May the Thing Be Destroyed, Satan, Your Kingdom Must Come Down are all really good tracks you should check out from this album. And next up, we've got A Hill to Die Upon with Via Artis, Via Mortis. Weird album cover, but not bad. Not like Massive Cauldron of Chaos bad. Again, just more of the same shit from them, but it's still really, really good. Jewel Case is Broken, Hip Hip Hooray. It's just, I, again, can't recommend this enough. This shit is on point. Super good music. Jubal and Shrinks, Artificial Intelligence. I was there when you went under the water. Great as Artemis of the Ephesians. Saint Cocaine. Fantastic. Again, do yourself a favor. Check them out. Hill to Die Upon with Via Artis, Via Mortis.
passion to slough up my chains, but my own skin came with it. For I'm not but souls in pain.
Next, we've got All Shall Perish with This Is Where It Ends. I should just finish listening to this one today for the first time in probably about 2 years. Just as good as I remember it being, honestly. Deathcore that borders on death metal. Before Eddie Hermida turned into a gigantic prick with Suicide Silence with whatever the hell they're doing. I haven't even listened to Become the Hunter yet because I'm so just not excited. I've grown out of touch with deathcore, but it's whatever. Divine Illusion, There's Nothing Left, Procession of Ashes, 3 banger tracks, one after the other. The Past Will Haunt Us Both, Royalty into Exile, Rebirth, In This Life of Pain. If you're not a fan of deathcore and you're more into death metal, do yourselves a favor and check this shit out, dude. I'd be surprised if you haven't, because they're one of the biggest deathcore bands that were around. I don't know if they're still going to do anything. I really hope that they do, because I'd still probably listen to it and be excited for the album. But yeah, this is All Shall Perish with This Is Where It Ends. Just realized that there is a... Sorry, focus. I just realized that I've organized all my CDs since moving out of the old apartment, which means that there's CDs in this lineup that I don't know, that I haven't listened to, so I'll get back to you eventually on those. Anyway, next, for shit that I have listened to and know by heart pretty much, this is Amon Amarth with Odin on Our Side. This is their best album, will continue to be their best album, and in my opinion, they will never be able to top this, period. Fucking love this album. This album was essentially 2014, 2015 for me. This is right around when I was getting into Slipknot. It was right around when I was getting into death metal, more extreme forms of death metal. This just period is where a lot of shit started for me, and it's fantastic. Cannot recommend this album enough. I'm not really that big into Melodeath anymore, but this is an album that scratches an itch from time to time. Valhalla Waits Me, Runes to My Memory, Gods of War Rise is probably the best song that they've ever made, frankly. With Odin on Our Side, Under the Northern Star, all super, super good Melodeath. I know Melodeath is like super played out in like the scene lately, but this is 100% worth your time, worth your listen. Go check it out. Amon Amarth with Odin on Our Side. Next, we've got Antester with Omen. Second one named Omen in the same video. How about that? This is another one that I basically know by heart. I was waiting for this, like, the day... Or, I'm basically waiting for this the year that it came out when it was announced that they were making another fucking album. I wish they would already. It's been 8 years, Antester. Hint, hint, get up working on something. But... it's just, again, really, really stupid good black metal. Zero budget on this whole thing, which, to be fair, is a lot of black metal. But then the artwork, too, I forget what the name of the gentleman is who actually did the artwork. I'm pretty sure it's like a Polish name or something. But just love it. I love it to death. It's all so good. The music is to die for. The riffs are really good. The only thing I could do without is the kind of easy, hokey, clean singing on songs like Unchained. But apart from that, it's amazing shit. Treacherous Domain, Unchained, All Towers Must Fall, Torn Apart, Tilflucht, and Morketsgrod, maybe, I don't know. All super amazing stuff. Tilflucht, I should specify though, is not black metal. It's like an acoustic atmospheric track that comes right off the end of Torn Apart. But it's so good. It's so good. Do yourselves a favor and listen to this shit. It's Antester with Omen. Next, we've got a very near, very dear part of my childhood. This is As I Lay Dying with An Ocean Between Us. And before anybody asks, yes, I know what Tim did. No, I don't care. And yes, I think that the new As I Lay Dying album is probably the best thing that they have ever done. Tops this, tops Awaken, tops The Powerless Rise, tops any of their old albums, which I do like, mind you. I love it. And it's not just hype talking, because it came out like last year, and I'm still kind of riding the coattails of it. It's great. Anyway, this album is nothing to spit at either. This album is great. If there is a bottle of water and an entire forest is burning down versus this album, I would say this album. I'm sorry, that's fucked up. But yeah, again, just this shit is really good. You guys all owe yourselves the favor of going to listen to this amazing late 2000s metalcore, mid 2000s metalcore. You guys kind of know the deal. It's second wave, but it's still like really, really good. There's a reason that these guys are some of the biggest in the game, period. Nothing Left, An Ocean Between Us, I Never Wanted, Sound of Truth, This Is Who We Are. And this is actually, as far as I can remember off the top of my head, this is the last album where they didn't have clean singing on every single song from Josh. So yeah, that's also something to take into account. The Sound of Truth, also probably my favorite song that they ever did, period. Even tops better than their new album. But overall, go listen to this shit if you like metalcore, especially second wave. It's amazing, and I highly recommend it. So yeah, As I Lay Dying with An Ocean Between Us. And next, I've got As I Lay Dying with The Powerless Rise. I did not grow up with this album, but it's still really good metalcore that you should honestly all be listening to. And then this does a little thing, if I may show that. Yeah, I hate this packaging, if I'm being frank. It's just as bad as the packaging for Panopticon Rose and North, like equally as bad. Except this one isn't as beat up, because I don't take it basically everywhere I go. If the car I'm using doesn't have a radio or a CD or aux cord, but it's still really good. 2010 metalcore. Beyond Our Suffering, Anodyne Sea, Without Conclusion, Parallels, Anger and Apathy. The only constant is change. Anyway, like I said, really, really good stuff. You should really go listen to it, especially if you like metalcore. As I Lay Dying, The Powerless Rise. Next up, and lastly, from As I Lay Dying, so you can all continue to hold your breath, because you're not going to like who comes next. This is As I Lay Dying with Awakened. This is probably my second favorite album from them. This is another one I grew up with. Well, technically, kind of, sort of. I was 15 when this came out. I think 14 or 15. Either way, really good shit. Even if Josh Rand, I think that's his name, even if Josh is clean singing on every single track, still good. Still really good. Like, the drum work from Jordan Mancino is impeccable. Riff work from Nick Hippa and whoever the name of the other guitarist is, I cannot remember his name right now, I apologize, it's incredible. And Tim's vocal performance is the same that it's ever going to be, except for the Mitch Lucker Memorial Show. He kind of went hard in the paint there. Anyway, I actually like this packaging. It's a lot better than... Yeah, there you go. There's all that. And then As I Lay Dying in the middle. It's a lot better than the shit that they did with The Powerless Rise by margins. Anyway, Cauterize, Greater Foundation, Whispering Silence, No Lungs to Breathe is probably my second favorite As I Lay Dying track, honestly. My Only Home, Tear Out My Eyes. Standout shit. Standout. Really go listen to this. This is like basically the second pinnacle of their work, right after Shaped by Fire, as lay dying with Awakened. Next, we've got, and again, told you probably weren't going to like this band. I don't apologize. I like them. This is Avenged Sevenfold with Waking the Fallen Resurrected. Yeah, I know. I'm massively gay for liking this. This one was put out in 2014. I think the original Waking the Fallen was like 2003 or something, but this is like another media book. Obviously, Rip the Rev. Folds out like that. It's got booklets in there, or a booklet in there with Sinister. I'm not going to show it to you, though. Why? Because I don't feel like digging it out. Or the CDs, for that matter. But this is classic Avenged Sevenfold. This is before they became classic Avenged Sevenfold with, like, the songs that everybody knows them for. Although this still does still have Unholy Confessions on here. Unholy Confessions is one that everybody knows from them. Chapter 4, Eternal Rest, I Won't See You Tonight, Parts 1 and 2. Part 1 is one of the greatest M. Shadow's vocal performances ever, and I think will ever be. Part 2 is just more classic early 2000s metalcore, angry, pissed off teenagers of the world. Good shit. Listen to it. If for some reason you haven't heard of Avenged Sevenfold, this is a good place to start. Avenged Sevenfold, Waking the Fallen.
No more nights, no more pain. I'm gonna
Next, we've got another classic Avenged Sevenfold album. This is where everybody starts knowing their stuff right before they're self-titled, which, hint, hint, that's next. This is Avenged Sevenfold with City of Evil. Again, a lot of classic Avenged songs on here. Great drum work from the Rev, too. Especially on Beast and the Harlot, Burn It Down, Trashed and Scattered It Again, I'm Feeling So Cold, Seize the Day, Strength of the World. This is some of their longest shit, too. Like, before the stage came out, this is probably, I think, the longest. It's, like, up there with I Won't See You Tonight Part 1, but this is probably some of the longest material that they put out. And it's really weird to think that metalcore tracks, and that this, I do still consider this metalcore, because this is 05. Not that that has anything to do with it, but this is, like, it's weird to think that metalcore tracks going all the way to, like, 6.5, 7, 8 minutes, but they do it, and they do it pretty good. It still holds my attention. Yeah. But yeah, that is Avenged Sevenfold with City of Evil. We have Avenged Sevenfold with Avenged Sevenfold. They're self-titled. I really don't feel like I need to talk about Avenged Sevenfold all that much. Most people know who they are. Most people either know if they like or don't like them. So I apologize if I'm not going into terribly much detail. This was their 07 album. I did just have to look on here. I apologize. Critical Acclaim, Almost Easy, Scream, Little Piece of Heaven is probably their best song that they're ever going to do, period. Yeah, not much to talk about. You should know it if you like them, and if you don't like them, there's nothing I can do to change your mind. You know. But yeah, Avenged Sevenfold, Avenged Sevenfold.
like walking into a dream. So unlike what you've seen, so untrue but it seems. Cause we've been waiting for you, falling into this place, just giving you a small.
Alright, here's one of the very few live albums that I own. This is Avenged Sevenfold with Live in the LBC and Diamonds in the Rough. In the LBC was their show in home state, city, whatever, of Long Beach, California. the inside of that. Live show. They put on a fucking spectacular live show based off of that. I wanted to go see them with Metallica just so I could say I went to go see both of those bands, but whatever. Really bad with money. But yeah, this is just literally just Avenged Sevenfold live show. And then they also had Diamonds in the Rough, which is Girl I Know, Demons, Crossroads. Did a cover of Walk, Flash of the Blade, Dancing Dead. I don't know if Diamonds in the Rough was all covers, with the exception of the different mixes they had of Almost Easy and Afterlife. And I don't really care to look. I'm in the middle of recording a video right now, so fuck it. But yeah, Flash of the Blade, Crossroads, Walk, decent. And then Dancing Dead is just a fun song, in my opinion. But yeah, the Avenged Sevenfold live in the LBC. And if you like them, you really should know all about this release. Really good. And if you've ever seen a live performance of A Little Piece of Heaven, this is where a little, like, that clip probably came from that you saw.
As you cut and thrust and parry at the fencing master's call, he taught you all he ever knew to fear no mortal man. And now you'll reach your vengeance on the streams of evil men. You'll die as you lived in.
We've got Avenged Sevenfold with that album was misplaced. Nightmare. I had the next one in line for this one for some reason. This is post Jimmy passing away, 2010 release. This is, again, where people really start to know what songs you mention if you mention Avenged Sevenfold. Like Nightmare, Welcome to the Family, Danger Line, So Far Away is a really heartfelt send-off to Jimmy. Save Me, Tonight the World Dies, Victim, really classic stuff. A lot of that artwork, super well known. Should know it. You should know Avenged Sevenfold. Oh, and then also, I do like how, even in the artwork, they have to put forever. Entertaining. Anyway, Avenged Sevenfold, Nightmare. Next, we've got probably my favorite album from them, if I'm being completely honest. This is how I discovered them in the first place. This is how a lot of fucking music started falling into my lap, so to speak. I had asked a friend for downloads of Avenged Sevenfold, and then he gave me a lot of other music to listen to as well. So, yeah, Hail to the King, baby. I don't know, I love Avenged Sevenfold, but it almost feels wrong using Ash from Evil Dead's line with this album. But anyway, Hail to the King. They took a departure from their usual style of like metalcore and then hard rock metalcore, and then just straight up again metalcore with City of Evil, the self-titled Nightmare. This is more straightforward metal, but still with their own like Avenged Sevenfold like touch to it. Super good stuff. You should, honestly, even if you don't like normal Avenged Sevenfold, like the last 4 albums, you should, in my opinion, give this a listen. I would have never expected like this band doing this based off of that work had I not heard this first. But yeah, it's super good. Super good. Shepherd of Fire, Hail to the King. Crimson Day, Coming Home, Planets. Awesome. Listen to it. Love it. Avenged Sevenfold, Hail to the King. Alright, now here's where shit gets weird. This is Avenged Sevenfold with The Stage. This is their, like, prog metalcore album. I don't really know how else to describe it. It's really weird. Brooke, Aaron LJ did drums. If you don't know, Mike Portnoy did drums for Nightmare after Jimmy passed. Then Aaron LJ did drums for Hail to the King. Really great fill-in drummer. that's the way it's seeming for like the last 3 albums. And then Brooke Wackerman, I believe, this is their 2016 album. Brooke Wackerman, I think, did the drums for this album, and he did a really good job. He's a really good like prog drummer, and the songs stay not boring, which is not something a lot of prog metal can say. And again, it's probably just because they still have like the metalcore touch to it. But again, this is another one of those things where I'd say, like, if you don't like Avenged Sevenfold's old material and you don't mind like M Shadow's voice, give this one a listen. You might actually enjoy it. It's peculiar, but not in a bad way. The stage, 8.5-minute song, it's amazing. Sunny Disposition, Goddamn, Creating God, Simulation, Fermi Paradox. Don't listen to Exist though. I re-listened to that, and it's not as bad as I thought, but it's still not great. Again, it's like 7 minutes of Sinister and Zachy just noodling around on their guitars, doing whatever the hell they feel like. And then M Shadow sings, and then Neil deGrasse Tyson comes in. Boring. Like, if I wanted to listen to only guitar noodling, I would turn on one of the only 2 Dream Theater CDs that I have. And even then, I haven't listened to either of those in a number of years, so getting through those will be fun, especially considering one of those is this album, 2.5 hours of paradise, baby. Yeah, go listen to this prog metalcore, really fucking weird, but interesting, and it holds my attention pretty much the whole way through the album. This is Avenged Sevenfold with The Stage. You thought we were gonna have a break from the Poster Posse for a little bit, didn't ya? I got news for you, boy. No, you're not getting that kind of luck right now. After the next 2 videos, I'm probably just gonna limit this to like 1 row of CDs per video, because this is already about to come on 40 minutes by the time I finish this fucking video, which editing is going to suck for this, so this, if you didn't already know. But this one is Aversion's Crown with Tyrant, and another one I just finished listening to today. Decent fucking alien core. This is their 2014 album, their second album. I kind of like their first album a bit better than everything else that they've done, and I haven't even listened to the new shit that they put out, because again, I've fallen so out of love with deathcore, it's fucking ridiculous. Old shit that I still like for a reason though. But yeah, decent alien core, tech deathcore, whatever the hell you want to call it. I think it's entertaining to say the least. It holds my attention still, and I like what I like for a reason. And this is no exception. The Glass Sentient, Conqueror, Vectors, Xenoforms, Overseer, Controller, decent shit. Go listen to it. If you like deathcore, I'm sure you already know who Aversion's Crown is. Go check them out. It's Tyrant. And lastly, but not least, this is Aversion's Crown with Xenocide. Yeah, again, just more good tech deathcore. I don't really know how else to describe it. There's a back. There's a spine. This is their 2017. Yeah, 2017. Because they were doing the support of this album with Oceano when they went to Torin. Good shit. Again, tech deathcore. Not really sure how else to describe it. But again, if you like deathcore, you probably already know Aversion's Crown. It's not all noodling like Rings of Saturn. Or, like Dream Theater or anything like that, or fucking Origin, which I like Origin, but it's not all like mindless guitar wankery. This actually has some fucking substance to it. It's decent shit. Prismatic Abyss, The Soulless Acolyte, Hybridization, Stillborn Existence, worthy of your listens. I recommend you go check it out. That is Aversion's Crown with Xenocide. that's it for this first video. This is going to be a nightmare. This is going to be stupid long after editing. Even after editing. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm happy to be back making videos. I'm happy to be in a new environment. I am just overall feeling pretty good right now, and I'm going to keep that momentum rolling, and not that this means anything to you guys, but I'm probably going to have this edited within a week, and I know I said that last time, but I've got more time on my hands now, should we say. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and deuces.